Josh Green here for Tungsten Tales with Scott Mitchell in Bridlington. Scott, we saw you in action yesterday, but it's been a long season. How much are you enjoying your darts at the moment?
I'm still enjoying it every day for what it is. You know, I'm a former world champion, and every time I come to one of these, everybody wants to beat you. So the same as I did when I used to come to these and want to beat John Boy and Ted and Martin Adams, and so I kind of understand the legacy that they've created for us, and I'm rather fortunate to be part of it.
And just looking back at the World Trophy, obviously you had Martin Adams in the first round, which is not an easy draw, but I think that's what it says about BDO Darts now. It's getting more congested and there's a lot of players that can cause trouble.
Well, I shared the biggest moment of my darting life with Martin on that stage at Lakeside, and I came out on top 7-6, and once you've shared that moment with somebody, we were great friends before, we're like great friends now, and to share the stage again with him at any TV tournament, whether it be the World Dart Trophy, World Masters, wherever, is always a privilege and an honour. He's one of our legends.
And what's your opinion on Blackburn's venue as a whole? Because I mean, it's the first time it's been staged there, and it's a 3-year deal now.
It was fantastic. I think Blackburn as a town sort of kind of took to us, and I think the more that we're there, the more that it will become aware. And if we can get there on the same weekend so that people can set their watch by it and the calendars by it, I think it's only going to go forward. I thought it was a fantastic venue.
And just turning back time even further, back to your World Championship win. How much did that change things for you, and how much are you now sort of just going around to see you having photos and signing autographs for people? So
yeah, I never turned one down. It was you know, I thought there's only one game. I was always advised there was only one game that ever changed your life, and unfortunate for me, I won it. And yeah, obviously I became a household name. I became a guy that had 2 or 3 exhibitions in my life before that, to jumping into 60 or 70 that year. It was you know, after 3 weeks, my wife and I were looking at each other after winning the World Championship saying, did we really need this aggravation? And it was an aggravation, it was just something that we weren't used to. And I wish that every dart player in every nation, in every town could have a go. I wish that when we go into the World Championships, if you've won it, you shouldn't be allowed to go again. Let somebody else experience it, because it was one of the most amazing darting years of my life, and we took the trophy to John O'Groats. I unfortunately didn't get it to Land's End. My plan was to get it to Land's End, and I took it everywhere as much as I could in between. It was the most amazing year of my darting life, and long will it live in my memory, and it will never go away.
And unfortunately for you, we won't be going back to Lakeside. You won't get to visit that for a World Championship again. But the O2, obviously a brand new shiny venue, and it looked a very modern venue for darts.
It does. I think that you know, everything has its day maybe, and I wish we were still at the Lakeside, maybe with something else, with maybe the World Darts Trophy. I think the Lakeside still holds a place in darts, but you know, when I started 10 years ago, I thought we'd been going to the O2. You know, this is a fantastic, it's an iconic venue. I've done a couple of exhibitions there, and I've played there before. I know that the atmosphere will be there. I'm 100% sure the people will be there, and I think that you know, times move on and things move on, and we now have to make the O2 the home of World Darts, and we have to make it as good as we made the Lakeside, because you know. But at the end of the day, it's only as good as the fans make it. The fans made Lakeside for the players, and as long as the fans go to the O2 and turn up in their droves and make it for us, I'm sure we'll enjoy it just the same.
I was going to say as well, the O2, I think it'll attract a different type of darts fan. It maybe won't be Lakeside as its fans of just the venue, but I think the O2 being in London, you'll get maybe more casual fans turning up there.
Possibly. I mean, you know what? I've been to London about 3 times in my life, and I'm 49 years old, so I'm not a connoisseur of London in any way, shape, or form. But let's hope that that's the case, and you know, the BDO is moving forward at the moment. We've got some good venues, and you know, the Circus Tavern has come in for the World Masters. It's, you know, it really is going forward. We're making 3 big steps forward, half a step back, and then we go 3 big steps forwards again. So it is really working at the moment. Even this weekend here at the British Open, you know, there's been a slight change on the setups. So there's more space behind the board. So when another guy's trying to get to the board, it makes it easier. Nobody's getting in anybody's way. You know, these little improvements, they've got to keep going, and you know, it'll put us in the place where we need to be as the BDO, because although the other side have got the elitist side of it sorted, we're the guys that find the people in the pubs, and and they come out here and come to the British Open once a year, and then they beat a few of us, and then think, hang on a minute, we can do this full time. Then they start coming on the circuit. So these guys that actually do well at individual tournaments round and about, all of a sudden then you start seeing them more and more with the sponsors. So the BDO has a massive place in darts at the moment, and I'm sure that any other sport wishes they were blanket covered like we are. You've got the PDC for the elitists, you've got the BDO, you've got disabled darts now, you've got the youth darts, you've got the JDC. I mean, you talk about other sports, motor racing, whatever, they're not covered like we cover the sport as a whole. So I think we need to be together more as a collective and realise that the sport is what it is, and we've got it blanket covered. So if there's anybody who wants to play it, they can play it anywhere they want.
And just finally, Scott, there's only a couple of months, well, 4 events until the World Championship cut-off date, but a few events yet. So what are your plans, and how much events will you be attending this year?
Yeah, I'm trying to attend them all. I'm trying to win one. That'll be nice. You know, I won one a couple of weeks ago. It took me a year. I was a year without a title, and won my 25th title a couple of weeks ago at Selsey, Bun Leisure. BDO Darts is another one, new venue, just moving forward again, and it's it's all going in the right direction. It's all going in the right direction. So for me personally, what happens, and hopefully we'll be at the O2. I think I'm in a position where I've made it, so we just keep our fingers crossed. Until you get the invite in the post, you never know.
Thank you very much, Scott.
Thank you.